All right, today we're going to get a little bit further on this project. I need to get this corner finished up, and I want to get some of this kind of detailed in. And I'm noticing I missed a bunch of wedge pieces there, or cheese slopes there. So I'm going to need to fix that, and try to get this kind of area buttoned up a little bit. But first, I got to clean my build desk. My build desk is a train wreck. See, absolute train wreck. Most of this has homes. So this will, oh, Harley's here. So most of this will clean up pretty quick, but this needs to be cleaner so that I can sit here and work on some stuff. Hey, that's where the forestman's hideout was hiding from the other video. It's over there, hidden away. But anyways, this needs cleaned up. So let's do that first, and then I can get that guy lit. Okay, so I've reached a little bit of a stopping point, which was a little bit shorter than where I wanted to be. I'll talk about that in a second. But I did get this little corner finished off. I got the forest hideout lit up here. I got another tree in here. I got lights on that tree. I got some more mushrooms around here. I got the little archer scene. Back there I got Majesto's workshop all lit up. And you can see that it changes colors. Like they're doing like magic stuff back there. I thought that's kind of cool. You got Majesto kind of out front there with the knight. And with the goat herder kind of coming to check things out. And then obviously lots of little foliage things kind of scattered along here just to kind of fill up the floor a little bit. I thought this was kind of cool. Like they have the light there so that they can see the, you can see the target then when the lights are out. So we'll take a look at that in a second. Little, Robin Hood. This is a custom piece from K-Town Bricks. So the little Robin Hood poster there. I have a little wanted goat poster that I'll put somewhere along here as well in a little bit. And then, so I said I wanted to work on this area, and I've come into two problems that have prevented me from doing this. And the biggest problem is I don't have all the parts I need to add the lights to these 5 trees. And therefore, I will still need to slip some wires underneath here and stuff. And so I don't want to put a bunch of foliage and stuff down there just for me to have to pick it back up and redo it. That seems super duper silly. And so I've had to kind of hold on that area over there. And so I get these all lit up. So between the parts and then not having, so between not having the light parts and then having to run wires, I've had to kind of hold on how far over I came. But in the process of kind of figuring out what I want to do over here, because there's a current gift with purchase that I've thought about, I might pick it up aftermarket rather than trying to buy something and getting it with the gift with purchase. There's the little friend's tent thing. I thought it might be fun to put kind of over there or maybe like back there. And so I want to look at the size and see if that's a possibility as well, to be putting in this area. And then so when I'm looking at this, I'm realizing I hadn't put the rest of the cheese slopes along there. So I put the rest of the cheese slopes along there. And then I go, oh wait, none of this had lights on it. So this took up a lot more time than I wanted to because of how this was built. All of these other ones, that front facade piece just pulls off. I just tucked wires down behind. And it's super easy. This one, however, was not easy because this is all basically one plate. It's one plate and then one plate, right? So it's like 6 wide or 8 wide or whatever, 10 or whatever it is, and then one. And so I had to rip up all of this very carefully because the support structure underneath this is not super stable, or I shouldn't say super stable. It's not very structurally sound. Because I just kind of built up with it to fill in the space and not thinking I would ever have to take it back apart. So I wasn't very careful about how secure it was on the bottom. And so when I ripped all of these plates up, it ripped up a bunch of the support structures. So I had a heck of a time. I said lots of words that I'm glad we're not on video. But anyways, so that's now all fixed and lit and looks great. And so that part's area is done. And then, again, things always kind of snowball. So I'm very low on my small lighting connector pieces. Like the 2, 3, or 4 kind of gang circuit boards that I connect lights together with. And so I was like, well, crap, I can't just run this off the back because it was too short. And so I need to figure out somewhere else to run it. So I ran it down through the middle. And then when I got it down in the middle, I didn't have anywhere to plug it in. And so then I had to redo a bunch of wires underneath here. So let's take a quick pop under here. And so you can see right there is actually where that wire for the extra lights on the end come down. And then this was actually one for, I don't know exactly what this one was for. Maybe for one of the other terminals or something. And then this was going over to connect into all of the forest stuff. And then that's what was giving it power. And so I needed to rerun this. I had to run another wire because over there is the power for all of the mushrooms. So all the mushrooms are on one circuit to make that circuit board thing work. And so the circuit board for the mushroom is actually hidden underneath here. So if I ever want to, oops, I see I knocked over a piece of, but anyways, so if I ever want to change the flicker pattern, I can do it pretty easily. Or if something goes wrong, I can get to it pretty easily. Okay, let me flip off the lights and we'll take a quick look at this in the dark, and then we'll wrap it up for today. All right, so here's it with the lights on. And again, as I've said before, this always looks significantly brighter on camera than it is actually. Let me see. Sometimes if I like choose to focus on a light, it actually, nope, it's, anyways. So it's actually a little bit less brighter in person than it is on camera. And so I really do think just a couple of lights, like just like this, I think just kind of all throughout this, I think will really kind of bring this up to where I'm happy with it. I do think maybe I need to put one or two somethings along here just so you kind of see the pathway. And maybe I'll do like a couple little like flames or something along the pathway there, like torches. I think might be fun, just do one or two torches back there. But anyways, yeah, so I kind of like where this is going. I like this actually added a lot more light than I expected to kind of this general area. I do have one other problem that I ran into, specifically as I was working on the workshop back here, is that I really kind of messed up in how I did this. I should have been working on the back first and then filled in this front area. It sucks to reach all the way over all of this to be working on stuff back here in the back. Oh, that's a super cool... That was not intended at all, and that's amazing. So inside the workshop is an LED strip that changes color at random on each one, and that turned out really freaking cool. That was totally by accident, y'all. Anyways, it sucks to reach back here to work on stuff. And so I realized I have to fill this area. I should probably put a little bit back along the tracks back there. And the area that's going to really kind of suck to reach is this area right there. Because I got to reach up and over the treehouse, which is already pretty tall, and then back down. And so that's really a little bit of a problem that I didn't think about too much when I was doing all of this. But we'll get it figured out. And it'll all work out. But I thought I'd show you kind of the rest of the city as we got all the lights turned on here. So I still need to clean the walkways and stuff up here. Won't take long, but definitely just takes a little bit of doing. We got the little waterfall and stuff. The train garage, or the old train shed. The waiting for the new station. That part will get worked on in a little bit. That's already kind of lined up. We got the little food vendors, which I do want to add some lights to all of this in here. And then we have the city garden, which has already been lit. I just, a couple days ago, ordered what I hope is all the parts to light the rest of this row. I should be pretty darn close, I think. And so hopefully I will have this all lit very soon. And that I think is going to be really cool to kind of have this whole area kind of lit. And then I am working with a supplier to get some parts, some specialty made parts to work on this. And so that's a little bit on the back burner because I want to try a couple things. And I'm in talks with someone who might be able to make that happen. But anyways, so yeah, I just thought I'd give you kind of an overview of the city because you don't see it too often all lit up. I get to see it pretty often, which is awesome. But yeah, thanks y'all for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and stay tuned for some more stuff because there's a whole bunch more stuff coming.